Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Thursday's Weekly Access Stream. My name is Sammy, and we got a really cool one for you guys today. Today, we have a wonderful panel of Otome guests for the launch of Variable Barricade, and I am super duper happy that I get to talk to everybody here because it's already, like we talked a little bit, and it's just already been super fun, so I cannot wait to introduce you guys. So it is, hold on, camera right, hold on. Yes, all right. It is everybody that you see on the right side of your screen there. We have Ann Lee, of course, who has been on this show multiple times, but new to the show is we have Blurty from blurtyatome.com, Marcus from hardcoregamer.com, and Chloe from Atome Kitten. So first off, thank you everybody for joining me. I need it. This is the point where everybody unmutes themselves and we start talking.
I was like, oh, gotta find the mute button here. We haven't done this kind of big stream before, of like all over the place. Hello, thanks for having me back.
If you guys have been paying attention to the stream, if you guys have seen me react to Variable Barricade, you guys know that I was very freaking excited for this game when the trailer dropped, because if you don't know me, for your first time here, I love rom-coms like to a tremendous degree. It is my go-to like genre, I should say. I love rom-coms to death. So when I saw how this was put and everything, I was so excited. Let me say, by the way, really quick, I didn't know that Marcus and Anne had a podcast, and I felt like a terrible friend for like a good week, by the way. And
okay, terrible friend. I'm gonna shame you on stream, Sammy.
I felt like such a bad. I look at Anne's Twitter all the time for Otome news, and I never knew that she had a pod. Anyway, so then I learned about Marcus because I wanted to hear Marcus has like the best podcast voice ever. I was like, wow, this is unfair because I'm just loud and annoying, and Marcus has got this nice sultry voice. So he's bring some calmness to the stream. I appreciate it.
And yes, I'm very excited to be here, very nervous. And yes, I do agree, Marcus has a very sultry voice. It's my first time hearing him today, and I was like, wow, nice voice.
Thank you, everyone.
I am mad, like, as somebody who just has like a really, like, I don't know how to say it, like a normal, just like man who is loud on mic voice, like, yeah, I'm very jealous. Yeah, that's sort of my background in video games and how I've gotten here. And so the thing I enjoy outside of Otome games is definitely anime, and you guys will hear me talk about anime a crap ton because that's like the next thing I wanted to talk about. It's like the last like big piece of media that you guys want to talk about, and I'm gonna take this off the desk immediately because I want to talk about it right now. If you guys aren't watching like My Dress Up Darling, just go watch it right now. Just start immediately. Just start immediately. It's amazing. It's incredible.
I was gonna say, I was surprised you didn't mention wrestling, Sammy. I see you tweet a lot about wrestling.
I could have said wrestling too. Yeah, I like professional wrestling as well, like WWE style. If you kind of don't get why I like it, even though it's quote unquote fake, just think of it as like super muscle ballet, basically. Like, it's just people fight instead of like the dancing part, they're fighting, but they still tell like some of the same stories. It's a lot about betrayal. It's a lot about, you know, doing your best and stuff like that. It's pretty much, yeah, just like fighting stage play, essentially. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a soap opera. It's practically a soap opera.
Muscle soap
opera.
But
with muscles.
Exactly. You could watch Passions circling back.
Okay, but does anybody get dropped on their head in Passions?
Yes.
Oh,
Often.
absolutely.
Oh my God.
I was joking.
Often.
I'll just start talking about Variable Barricade a little bit, talking about our sort of the beginning and how we felt about certain characters and stuff like that. What I want to do is give you guys a forewarning and say that we're going to hold on. I am getting a note. I totally throw up there. That's from Oscar over here at at Access Games. She's saying hi, Am. Oh,
Hello. I was waiting for you to go through your whole spiel, Sammy, so I wasn't ready to unmute.
But like, Oscar.
Oh, you're in the office today,
Yes,
then.
I am in the office today.
Oh, great! Hi, Oscar.
That was freaking adorable. So basically what we're going to talk about in terms of you guys, if you're worried about spoilers or anything like that, what I'm going to talk about is basically the introduction. If you haven't gotten into the game is a little bit different in terms of how the routes work out. So there's like sort of like a board of sorts. I can actually show you guys what that board looks like in a second. But there's like a board, and like you sort of go through the board as you go along, and then there's like a character board. So basically we're getting into basic introductions for every character, a little bit of introduction for a story, so it's not going to be too spoilery. It's basically going to be almost entirely world building for the game, and that's basically what we're going to be talking about between us. So if you don't want to hear anything at all, I totally understand, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up before we go, because what I want to do is I want to talk about like the cool things that happen in the game, like the character boards, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the boys that I don't have like introductions like I have done for previous streams. Rather, each one of us have played one of the routes for the characters, so I will have every one of us actually play or not play. I introduce the guys a little bit, so maybe you can like sort of get a feeling of how those which character you might want to start with first.
You're muted.
I am totally muted. My bad. I muted myself. See, there it is. I told you, Blurty. I told you not to worry. It was going to happen. I totally muted totally was gonna mute myself for moving around and getting the switch on. And
I feel better.
I told you. This is never 100% stream. Never. Not once have I gone through a stream normally.
It adds spice. It makes it fun. It's an organic thing.
That's what we say to make ourselves feel better. And I think that's like probably the perfect time to like start talking about generally like the characters, the boys. So
Voice.
The boys, yeah. The why we're here.
Why we're here. Yes.
Just let's do characters in general, actually. I wanted to say like firstly, I do want to say, like, I want to talk about Hibari, and then we can talk about the boys, because I want to say, like, good God, like, when I was looking forward to this character, I knew exactly why, and it's because she's just like Princess Tsundere to like a T, and it was like it's exactly what I wanted. Like I all of these other Otome games, they just like, we sit and we're so nice to the boys and we dote them, and like I just wanted to be mean to some people, and like that's what I got. I was very happy. Oh yeah, every time like things happen in this game, I'm just like, this is just somebody wrote this with like a whole vision intact. Like it was almost felt like it should have been like that there should be an anime adaptation. It felt almost perfect for it. Because yeah, you're just like, there's just constant shenanigans happening.
Yeah, definitely. It really does feel like it'd be a great anime. And unlike a lot of Otome games, I feel like even though maybe you would say Ichiya is meant to be the main guy, I felt like all the guys are treated pretty equally in the story. So
Very equal.
yeah, it doesn't feel like one guy is clearly like prioritized over the other guys, or meant to be like the true romance route. So it does have a really good romance anime comedy story vibe where everybody is equally viable, and it's like, oh, who could it be? Who's she gonna go for?
Yeah.
But even after you pick, you still get to see everybody, which is great.
Yes. Yeah.
Usually in most Otome games, you pick the guy and everybody else just disappears into the mist.
They're just gone.
they don't matter anymore. But with Variable Barricade, everybody sticks around, and there's really this family kind of dynamic between all of the guys and Hibari and the love interest, and it's like really awesome. Like it feels like watching Uron High School Host Club, where all the hosts are friends, they help each other out, they talk, they try to take her on dates and fail. But it's nice. It's nice because I like these characters. They all have such dynamic, fun personalities for the most part. And I didn't want to lose that by romancing one of them. And I love that you don't lose that when you pick a guy.
Blurty, please defend Taiga in his honor.
I do want to say one thing about Shion though.
Okay,
his hair, I don't know what it is about like otome games with having guys with like short haircuts, but like 2 long strands of hair, it drives me absolutely nuts. The entire time I was like, can I just cut those off? Like, just let me even you out a little bit. It'll be fine. It's okay. It'll be great. It's just mind-boggling. I just had to get that out. Sorry.
What? You don't? I love the little strands. I've always wanted the dumb little long strands for no reason.
Why do we need mullets? It is the year of our Lord 2022. No mullets, please.
They're just little strings. It's not a mullet. The mullet has to come from the back. Yeah, the reason why I think everybody kind of already's kind of figured out that the reason why I was going to pick Naitas is because he is definitely the most bullyable out of all of the boys.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, you really do just want to bully them.
Hidden kink unlocked. Hidden kink. Sammy's hidden kink.
No, I want to. He is just like he's just the most hilarious character because he just comes off like early on, like he comes off as this character that just like cannot be sad. You can like literally just like push him over. Like you can push him over on the floor, he'd come back up no problem.
I mean, he gets sad when you don't use him.
Yeah, exactly. So like, just be mean. I just think it's not a kink, all right? What it is I've played all of these super nice characters like Olympia and like Kotane, and all of these characters are so nice and cute. And I'm playing one who's finally just who's gonna be really rude. And that's pretty cool for an Otome game, I think.
Methink you doth protest too much.
I don't need to defend myself on my stream. Chloe, you need to continue on, so we're done with this.
I'm devil's advocate here because Ichi's pickup lines, like every time he opened his mouth, I was like, I swear to God, stop speaking. Like he feels like that guy who slides into your DMs on like 8 dating apps is like, hey Ebony Queen, how are you doing this grand morning? I'm like, get out of my DMs. I don't want to talk to you. Get out of here. So
yeah,
like, every time
you're playing the Habari character.
Every time. You know what I realized after like I thought about this game? I am Hibari. Hibari is me. I would have literally looked at Ichi and been like, you are fired. Get out. No, Grandpa, not this one. No, this one is a no.
Textbook pickup boy, pickup line, playboy sort of thing. Yeah.
He has a punchable face too. So I was just like, why are you? Stop making it hard.
Oh my god, every time he winks is so funny. It's like,
God,
wink. And they write it, and it's like described in the text, like he put on his trademark wink, and I can just like imagine it, even though it's not animated, like I can imagine him doing this like really exaggerated wink at Hibari, and her reactions are just so great. It's hilarious.
Cornball a lot too. They were like, yeah, his cornball pickup lines, and I was like, yeah, exactly. Like he spoke, and I was like, dude, not today. I just got over the last thing you just said. Please stop.
Yeah,
And by the way, Hibari is voiced by Hatsune Miku.
Yes. We should have said something about that, about having a voiced voice protagonist. Yeah, voice protagonist. I know why it happens and why it doesn't happen, but like at the end of the day, I was like, man, I much prefer this, because I also think that she did a phenomenal job making Hibari the character.
Yeah, so you get this really strong character that's like Hibari 100%. You don't rename her or anything, right? You don't rename her, right?
I never. No, I can't. I couldn't.
You can or you can't?
Right. Everyone's saying they love Marcus, so yeah.
I did want to talk about Smoogie really quickly, because I think we all shared the fact that she's probably the best character in the show.
She's the best.
She's the best, because at the beginning you're like, man, like I can't wait to get into this story, and then halfway into it you get introduced to Smoogie, who's the only like reasonable person in this whole freaking game. You get through the first common route board, you're like, wow, everybody kind of sucks.
I got through it. And I was like, why can't I date Samugi? Like, what is this nonsense?
Oh,
This is
man.
ridiculous. I don't want them. I want her. Can I have her?
Yeah, I'm with Blurdy. I was just like, all right, so how do I date the best character instead of all of these guys who suck?
How do I fail enough so that I can date her in one of the bad endings? How does that work?
I say that they suck. I say that they suck, but they suck because the story is meant to have them suck slightly. That's why Hibari doesn't like them and then eventually, you know, sees the real part of them. Anyway, that's all for me. Hey, thank you guys for joining me. Seriously, like I said it once, I'll say it again. This was super duper fun. We'll reconvene for some more Otome stuff next week, huh? So that'll be it for me. You know, if you guys are new here, that usually tell you guys to go play some video games. It's towards the end of the week, and you know, things are happening in the world, and things don't get easier. So get a little bit of you time. Go play some video games. Relax, even if it's just for a little bit. Set aside some care time for yourself, and hopefully I get to see you guys next week. Please take care, and hope you guys have a good one.